Alright, we're here with Lurrus of the Dream Den. He just got banned in Modern, so as one typically does, we are going to try to play him in Historic Brawl. Now, I've done this before, but I didn't actually go back and look at what the list looked like. I think it was before I even saved my lists. I'm pretty sure it was way before that. But it seems as though there's enough new cards that it's kind of exciting to give it a try. And there's cards in here that you ordinarily wouldn't play, at least in my opinion. Like some of these sagas. There's the White Saga on 2. It's like Birth of Meletis, but just worse in every way. So I call it Worse of Meletis. So we're not running that one. But I want to try this one. This is just another cycling creature. There's one from an older set here, Dusk Legion Zealot, so it's basically another copy. There's another one of these, but we're not playing every copy of this. I think I'm just playing 2. There's like a vampire, a beetle, insect, and the rat. I think I've got the rat and the insect. I'm not running the third one. I really want to try this card. I had it in my Madroltha deck, but like my paper one, but Shieldred messed it up because they would just sacrifice the rats. But here it seems pretty exciting. The curve is extremely low, so I don't have a boatload of lands. I think there's like 30 lands and a couple of the weird flip lands or spell lands, whatever they're considered. I like a Johnny and Edgar, but I'm leaning towards a Johnny more. We have a little bit of a +1/+1 counter thing going on. Hopeful Initiate will hopefully do something. But I don't know. If I get to naturalize like once with it, or disenchant because it's white, then I'm excited. We're trying the Book of Exalted Deeds Faceless Haven package as well. Another thing, I'm not, like if you're trying to aggro your opponent down and they're like trying to stabilize and then they just have no answer to this, it's a pretty good, secret plan B that might just be completely unbeatable. We have Heliod. He's indestructible. So I don't even know how many times I would ever actually recast him with Lurrus anyways. But, so when he's in play, he usually sticks in play forever. Anything else spicy in here? We got some Graveyard Hate. Mainly just things that cycle with Lurrus seems good. I'm not running Mind Stone, though. I think a little too expensive mana-wise to, spend 3 mana to, just simply draw a card. Maze Mind Tome feels really good with Lurrus, though. It is nice you can cast things that are more than 2 in your entire deck, but this seems pretty good on the surface, but I don't know. I mean, we'll see. I'm feeling actually better than I was about it initially. But yeah, let's see. Now that Lurrus is out of Modern, let's see what is officially now the strongest format, being Historic, because he's not banned in Historic. Even though he should be. Alright. Not Historic Brawl, just regular Historic. He's really good still. Like, comment, and subscribe, please. Please subscribe, please. I need to validate my existence with YouTube subs. Also, More Bread, thanks for the follow on Twitch. I don't know if that's who I think it is, if they followed again on a different account. But either way, thank you. It was yesterday. I didn't see it. I wasn't actually streaming yesterday. You just got thrown off your 3 CMC permanent in a Lurrus deck and remembered he's the commander? Yeah. You can play things that are not 2 or less in the deck, as long as he's not your companion. Otherwise, if he is your companion, you're stuck with very few options as actual commanders. Very few. This hand has 1 creature in it, which seems kind of crazy. It is a pretty solid creature, though, and we have a way to recur it with Lurrus and Village Rites and sack it over and over. It's a slow plan, but we have half of the combo, and knowing my opponent's deck, there's a chance I don't ever get to, beat them to death. In fact, I think this is a combo deck. I've only played against it once, though, but I'm pretty sure it's a combo deck. Alright, they have Scavenging Ooze, so pretty much my entire plan just flew out the window. I don't think I can beat Scavenging Ooze no matter how you slice it, so we're just going to move on. And I'd rather not have my first game be against a Scavenging Ooze deck. Also, that was a person who said hello before I did. That's extremely uncommon. Alright, we're 0-1. Not beating that card. Don't think I'm beating that one. Also, I don't think I can beat... Yeah, no. They also had on the play turn 1 Llanowar Elves. I mean, by the time I cast Lurrus, I'm already dead. Still feeling good about it, though. Oh, boy. What is this, the Walls deck? I think this is the Walls thing. Yeah, it's the Walls deck. Nice. Alright, so... I haven't seen that in a minute. Oh, my goodness. We have a really good one drop here. Pretty exciting. There's like a few cards that are a payoff for this strategy. Oh, I guess technically, I guess one of them is actually the commander, so I guess you always have that like effect. Because when you play this like non, oh, that's actually really good. In non-EDH, it's kind of similar. All right, so we're gonna play this as early as possible. I could like posture. Oh, it worked. It worked. I actually did 1 damage. Alright, so we get to try the tribute here. That's exciting. Unless they sacrifice the rat somehow. Okay. Sure. Not going to pay for this. That's pretty exciting. I can despark their commander. That's pretty good. Come on, hit me for 1. Yes, yes. Oh, wow. Wow. Holding it back as a blocker. They don't want to ever block with this. They just want to block with the rat. That's funny. We did not hit a land. We have ways to maybe look for one with a card draw spell here. I can put a counter on this, and it makes it even harder for them to like pay for it. It also defends me from the rats, but they'll still swing with the rats, obviously. I think this is a little bit better, though. I'm not even sure I'm really after a land, honestly, because the whole deck can operate on 2, and Lurrus isn't doing anything. What on earth did they discard? Okay, sure. I am not going to block the rats because I want to steal them. And I'll probably sacrifice the Virus Beetle to the first attack here on this thing. It comes back with haste. Yeah, I'm pretty much always doing that. We're going to despark their commander so we don't just lose. I'm surprised I didn't give it haste. That's interesting. Yeah, they did not have a land either, so this is going to be gone for a while. And I think I can swing all out. No, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter if I swing or not. We're eating the beetle either way, I think. I guess for now we can just eat a regular. Yeah, for now we can just do that. I think that makes sense. Because it gets a damage in here. Because they have 1 blocker. Alright, we can attack their graveyard. Not terribly relevant, but we'll do it. Found a land. That was a draw off the turn. Another colorless 2-mana 0/4. They've had 3 this game so far. We've drawn 2 cards off of Esper Sentinel, and this is one of the other payoff cards. To the surprise of no one, they have it, of course. Can I... They did not swing, though. That's strange. Yeah, when they block, they get the triggers, too. Kind of annoying. I guess we're just interested in attacking in the air. So I'll just put a counter on this. And then this deals damage as well. At this point, I kind of want my own creature in the graveyard, so I'll eat the Virus Beetle. So Lurrus will have something to do eventually. That was a good draw. It's another answer to their commander. And I'd rather double up on spells. They also lost 4 life, so Knight of the Ebon Legion will be getting a counter. Poke him for 1, poke him for another 1 later. They have nothing in the graveyard, no reason to exile anything. Alright. We're doing it. Sort of. Hopefully they do not have a land. Okay, they don't have a land, but they still have a really good card. Like a really good card. Yeah, that's good. Slows our attack down quite substantially. Not the end of the world, though. What happens when this dies? Destroy target when it dies, return an artifact. Okay, so it doesn't do anything with my claws in play. If I draw a land, I can recur this instantly, which I'd really like to do. Okay, we didn't hit it. I can't sacrifice this rat. Oh, yes, I can with Costly Plunder. And I'd like to attack my opponent's hand right now, so we're going to do that. It's quite likely I find a land as well. I could have sacrificed this to make a treasure token, right? We didn't hit a land? Yikes. That's a pretty good card. That's funny. He can swing right past me. But it is now gone. Opponent's kind of low, though, so they're probably not going to be able to attack. This does not have lifelink. Really wish we hit a land there, though. I can kill their commander again. And I probably at this point have to if they find a mana source. If they don't pay, they can't find a land. Oh, if they don't pay, they can find a land. Looks like they're interested in doing that. We found Hostile Hotel, or Hostile Hostel. Probably a forest, or a plains. Probably a forest, though. Slayer's Bounty is another decent one to cycle over and over with Lurrus. I don't really understand this trade. I don't get this. I don't get this. I think I am going to block it, though. They're trading for a 4/4. And they have nothing to recur with this Cavalier of Dawn from their graveyard. And they can only kill one of these. I don't think I like this attack at all, actually. I don't like it at all. Now you have to block the 4/4. You should have killed the 2/3, probably. Huh. Interesting. Let's eat their... whatchamacallit? Card in their graveyard. I'm not seeing myself dealing more than this in combat, so we're just going to go straight to combat. Neither of these have reach, right? No. So they take 4, going on a 5. I really want to recast Tribute, so I think it's a good idea to just go for it right now. Alright, we did it. We grinded out some weird... what might be one of the most defensive decks in the format. With a bunch of 0/4 walls. If it wasn't for that that card, I don't even know why you play those kinds of cards, like High Alert, and I think there's 2 others that allow you to do the same thing your commander's doing. I don't know how much I like just actually running them in the deck. Unless you don't think your commander can, like, Arcades can just stay in play or something. Seems kind of strange to me. You'd rather it just be like something else because your commander's already doing that. It is effectively more copies of your commander in your deck. It just seems a little weird. This hand is very strange, and the fact that I kept it immediately concerns me. But, alright. We are not beating our opponent to death with this hand, that's for sure. But I really do like this hand, so... Duress probably not great right now. Shadow Spear is annoying. Esper Sentinel is annoying. I'm going to take this, though. I could have made them lose one of their 2 lands, but we did not do that. Not really any good humiliate target. I guess this thing. Yeah. They draw a card, though, but there's not anything I can do about it. I'm going to take this. And then I probably have to Swords of Plowshares their Esper Sentinel. Probably. I don't know how many spells we... Like, we can just keep paying for it and not Swords of Plowshares that. That's always a reasonable decision. Yeah, we can just ignore it. And just run this out for now. Alright, well, I guess they're drawing yet another card. Because I can't exactly pay 3. Well, I can now. Is it a good thing to pay 3? What else am I doing? Just running out Lurrus? But they get a card if I do that? Can they kill Lurrus if I... 3 or more snow permanents, indestructible, and fight. So they have to draw exactly an untapped white land, and it has to be a snow white land to punish this. Is developing Lurrus right now a good idea? I'm just going to pay for it. That was close, though. But I think we can just not do that. Especially if we're going for a resource thing. They found a white source, but it's tapped. Okay, that's fine. I wonder if we want this card. Maybe. I don't know how many times I'm attacking the Lurrus. I really don't know. Alright, an empty board, developing a Johnny seems like a good idea. Because if I can get this ultimate off, it's just really good. It's slow though, but it's a good attempt. It's a good thing to try. Don't you look at your graveyard. I got a lantern. Don't you do it. Birth of Meletis. Okay, so they're probably going to get their Snow White. Their Snow White land. Or a Snow White land. Yeah. So now this Prey Upon is active. They have 3 snow permanents. Okay, we've gotten this far into the game before they finally cast their commander, which feels good. I don't have a solid answer to it, though, and it's gonna, like, become massive, and this is just bad now. Shelter. Interesting. Alright, we're gonna run this out. And then plus here. Though the block is still not probably gonna be good enough. We have decent things to do. So are we passing right now? Yeah. They get a 0/4, they gain a life, and then it grows, and they gain another life. We can beat the Prey Upon with the Shelter. I don't know what they're thinking about here. But I don't like it. Here's the Prey Upon, so we get to do the thing. Wait a minute. This doesn't work because they have equipment. They have an equipment that I just can't beat, really? So a Johnny's just gonna die? Ugh, that's so annoying. Maybe Edgar's better than a Johnny. It seems a little difficult to protect a Johnny. This is not a position where I'd feel like we should having no ability. Wait, they didn't equip this. Did they not? They did have the ability to, and they didn't. That gives it flying. Would have done it. They can do it next turn, though, so. God's willing protection from white. Okay, so they found a way to do it. Great. Alright, that's half of the combo. We can tutor for the other half. What does Roadside Reliquary do? It does pretty good stuff. Is there anything to recur? Nope. Not really. I guess we're running out Lurrus and passing the turn? Yeah, I guess so. Okay. Tome of Legends is an interesting one. I don't think I ever even tried to consider this card. This feels like this would be the deck for it, though. Maybe. Again, I don't really know how many times we're actually attacking with Lurrus. It's not like... Ay. It's not like, it's super durable like theirs is. Alright. Taking 1,000,000 damage. Opponent's drawing infinite cards, and this game is probably over. I have a few more turns to find a answer, or an Faceless Haven, whatever. Another O-ring, another creature, and another creature. I guess I'll take that. They don't seem to interact with their own graveyard, so I'm going to cycle this. Okay. I'd rather play Hive, I think. So they can pay 1, gain a life, pay 1, gain a life. They can loop it over and over and dump all their mana into this. It's with this and this, it's like the Thopter Sword of the Meek combo. Thopter Foundry Sword of the Meek. Put a counter, gain a life, back and forth. They discarded Rexage, which is really good for us. It means we can play this and not be super scared about it blowing up. At this point, I basically have to just run out Lurrus and cast Black Cat. It's a blocking creature and attacks our opponent's hand. I think it's better than cycling the Lantern, honestly. Could be wrong, though. But having chump blockers gives us probably more time than cycling Lantern. Probably. They've seen way more cards than us. Okay, so now they're doing it. I don't know why they waited. Probably should have done this. Wait a minute. How did... It's every time. Yeah, it's every time. So they can dump all their mana into this, and I don't know why they didn't do this last turn. Okay, they don't want to do it. They're also not equipping their Maul to just fly over my board and literally kill me. Okay. Why are they not doing this? What are they doing? They're just not paying 1. Okay, sure. Opponent's just not doing anything for some reason. Alright, well, I mean, now I can create a flyer. I think it's probably safe to take 2. Yep, now we can make a spirit token that blocks this if they ever go for the Maul. Alright, so we have, like, a few tutors in our deck? Yeah, that's a colossal oops opponent. That is a colossal oops. Let's take the Rexage, I guess. Doesn't really matter. Cycle this Lantern. That is not it. It is another flying blocker, though, which is kind of funny. Suppose I'll run it out, and I'll just play this. I don't know how effective it's going to be, but... We need a sack outlet? No, never mind. We have a second flying blocker. I was about to say, we need to sacrifice our own Tithe Taker. Can I kill Lurrus by just swinging and feeling good about it? Is swinging with Lurrus right? I don't think 3 life is doing anything. And our opponent gains so much life, it's probably impossible to even... Honestly, a Johnny's ultimate probably wasn't going to work too well. Just because they have flying. This is 6 mana? Yeah. Well, 5 in itself, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I can still cycle something with Lurrus and activate this next turn. It's not very likely we find what we need, though. And I think it takes 2 turns to do the whole thing anyway, so... Thalia is in their deck, sure. Seems like a lot of things in their own deck they have to pay for Thalia, so... Kind of surprised to see that one. We could run Thalia, but I don't really have any respect for Thalia. I don't think it's very good in this format. At all. Maybe if, like, you're playing against Brawl constantly. But other than that, not really. I think my opponent just doesn't know how their cards work. I don't know. They're just not making Thopters. Or Servos, whatever. I don't understand why. I guess this turn it makes sense because they realize they can pay 4 to equip their Skyclave, which does not give trample, right? Nope. So I can, whoops, I can go ahead and not die to that. Tuh, a little late for that one. Yep, we're just gonna cycle. Oh, it costs 2 now. Thalia's taxing it. Does that matter? I don't think so. I also can't afford to do anything about it anyways. Birth of Meletis. That is not good enough. So all of our mana has to go to the 3/4 flyer. I don't think there's an... Oh, there are outs. There are outs to this. Yeah, there's outs, so we can just pass. We can always draw a removal spell as well. And they found Trample. We're dead. Yep. How many outs do we have there? To just at least killing their commander. We drew... I mean, they drew a lot more than us, but we're drawing a fair amount of things. If we had a way to give Lurrus, like, perpetual infinite protection, we could, like... maybe run Tome of the Legends or Tome of Legends, whatever. That allowed our opponent to draw 18 cards that game. So we could have drawn... maybe Slayer's Bounty could have done it. Swords of Plowshares, no. Already had that one cast. Blood Chief's Thirst would have done it. This would have been another chump blocker. That would have done it. Spark Harvest. Vanishing... no, this would not... yeah, it would have stopped the... yeah, it would have stopped the Maul, because the Maul is monocolored. Rite of Oblivion would have done it. Fracture would have done it. D-Spark? No, because the Maul is 3 mana. Yeah, 3 mana. Feed the Swarm would have done it. Blade of Oni does not actually give you a flying demon. It's just a regular demon. Finding a way to sacrifice Tithe Taker would have done it if they didn't find Trample. So I could loop that over and over to block. Casting this would have done it, again without Trample. This could have potentially done it. Teferi's Protection would have been another turn. Yeah, we had We had a fair amount of ways to not die to that, and we just didn't draw any. I actually still liked our keep there. I did like our keep. We had no creatures in hand, but it still felt decent. Oh boy. Birth of Meletis is a very good one to have early, so I do like this. It means we'll never be mana screwed. It is all white mana, but I think that's totally fine. It doesn't get black mana. But I don't think we need more than 2 black. I would kind of prefer to Agonizing Remorse, because we're not looking for a land. We already played one this turn. Alright, I'm going to take the Rex Sage. That's quite good against this. Hostage Taker is annoying, but I can kind of deal with it. They can Hostage Taker next turn. Can't really play Pack Rat then. Pack Rat is a very good card. We'll see how good though. We also don't have an army of planes. There's only like 2 more, right? Hopefully they just don't have anything. But Jukabog is annoying too, actually. But Jukabog is actually annoying. Opponent has drawn good cards since last we saw their hand. Though Farfinder is not all that exciting. Isn't there a better version? I'm pretty sure there's a 3-mana 1/2 flyer that does the exact same thing. I guess this has Vigilance, but I can't... I mean, it's adorable, I guess. We drew the other planes, so there's only 1 more in the deck. Hey, alright. Run this out. Whatever we play is going to get hit by Hostage Taker. So I can run this out and play Shelter on it. That's pretty decent. That's pretty decent. We can discard pretty much our whole hand and not feel terrible because we can recast it with whatchamacallit, Lurrus. They forego the ability to play Hostage Taker immediately. I don't like this play at all, actually. I don't agree with this. You should probably attack Pack Rat, because once they make a second one, you can't do much. Alright, that's a good draw, I think. Now we're just looking for the book. It is Artifact or... yeah. So I can leave up all my mana to activate Pack Rat and Shelter it. I guess this is a Pack Rat game. This is a Pack Rat game. I'm going to lose my 0/4 to the Hostage Taker. Unless they target Pack Rat twice. For some reason. Kogla? Okie dokie. Well, opponent drew like a god. I don't think we can win now. Well, we're off the Book of Exalted Deeds at least. So protection from green. We drew the other planes? Oh my god. Yeah, there's not much I can do about it. Am I discarding the planes? I think we're discarding... I can't play Maze Mind's Tome because of Hostage Taker, so this probably makes more sense. We can technically make enough rats to avoid Hostage Taker forever, but we lose 2 in the process, and that might just be too much. That might be way too much. I don't know. We can make 2 rats a turn, but then after a while we can only make 1 a turn because we won't have any cards in hand. Oh, why did they have to draw that, dude? This is bad. There's not like that much interaction in a Yarok deck, really. Not really. There's some, but there's not like a ton. And they're just drawing like all of it. There's usually a ton of like card draw. Whoops. 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 No, I don't want to stop. this is utterly ridiculous. I can't play any artifacts or enchantments because of Kogla. Alright. I mean, yeah. We have 2/2/2s. Taking 28,000 damage. Go to like half our life. Or take 10. Go to 15. Can make 2 more rats next turn. And maybe they'll finally stop doing crazy stuff. I don't know. They can make their own pack rats, but that's not all that scary. Oh, they can pick up the Hostage Taker because it's a human, right? It's a human with Kogla. Yeah, Kogla was such a stupid, insane draw. There's no beating that. No, they can spam Hostage Taker. It's all over. But I can't say that I'm very scared of our own rats. All right, Lurrus, you're not doing so hot, man. Come on, pick it up. Pick up the pace. We also drew all 3 planes. So unfortunately, Birth of Melitus was not looking too hot as a target to spam with Lurrus, which is kind of the reason it's in here. But I don't know. You could go like mono black or mono white with Lurrus, but I don't see a reason to really. I think you can just sort of play the best of both worlds and be fine with it. Looks like we're stuck in queue, so once we get out of this, it'll say it's a draw. Alright, we'll take a draw though, right? Draws are nice. If you're not losing, you're winning, right? That's what that means. Right? Right? I've yet to play 4-mana Teferi as my commander. It just really feels like it's going to be the exact same deck as 5-mana Teferi, except you might play against weaker opponents. Seems like the only difference. Though I don't even know how true that is. I don't even know. Alright, well this is actually this is a matchup I'm glad I'm not playing. Elves is really steep. That's a steep ask. You could say we want more removal, and we go more on a value town, not try to beat our opponent to death plan. Maybe we're split in too many directions now that I'm thinking about it. You can run sweepers with Lurrus. And we are kind of interested in sacrificing our own creatures over and over. So there might be something there. So far, the biggest pains have been simply dying to creature decks, right? So maybe we can just do that. I'm willing to try. It's also just different. Like, the discard creatures are... Maybe Black Cat's the worst one, because it actually has to kill itself or something. I don't care too much for Tithe Taker either, honestly. Remorseful Cleric is recurring Graveyard Hate. That's also a flyer, but we kind of already have Graveyard Hate in our artifacts that cycle themselves, and it's just cheaper. That's fine. There's a, is it Dawn to Dusk or Dusk to Dawn or whatever? This is 3 or greater, so that's pretty good, right? Yeah, that's pretty good. Probably should have been in here already, actually. Oh, if only this said enchantments. Oh, I mean artifacts, excuse me. If it said both. Instead of gaining life or something, that'd be so good. Spamming that with Lurrus would be really nice. We could maybe run another sweeper, but I think a removal spell is decent as well. Yeah, removal spell is decent. What removal spell? What's the best one? There's the 2-mana one that makes you lose 2 life, whose name I can't ever remember. And probably never will. Infernal Grasp? Yeah, let's try that. Dawn to Dusk. I'm glad I remembered that card. Certainly a good one with Lurrus. Lurrus does die to it though, right? Yeah. 3 or greater. which is like not much else does. Tatyova, okay. So they're going to draw a lot of cards, gain a lot of life. Think we can maybe beat that, though. This is a pretty good hand. We got Tribute here. Sack some rats. Have a discard spell, which I will probably cast on turn 2. I don't know. They're on the play, so yeah, if I want to like take Cultivate, I have to do that. Please don't have like, okay, they don't. All right, this is good then. They have Uro. I can't really stop that one. What does this do? Okay. I guess I'm taking Circuitous route. I don't really care about Uro. Actually, I don't think I ever care about Uro. We have a lot of graveyard hate. I can't despark it, but I probably wasn't going to despark that anyways. We did not find a land, but that's fine. Start giving them some rats, then we start stealing the rats, start drawing cards. I believe the backside of this is black, yeah, so Ujin can blow it up. Crucible, sure. Bounty Agent seems like a good thing to play as soon as possible. And... well, actually, they did not have a land, so we can probably do this instead. I just want this in play to, like, instantly be able to activate and not just die to Ujin or whatever. I can, like, actually blow up Ujin with this. Alright, they drew that for turn. This is a very weird one to see. You're playing Uro and you have a Zhalfirin Void. Sure. 2 colorless cards, actually. 2 colorless lands. So they seem extremely heavy on lands. Crucible Worlds is also another card that does not work well with Uro. Kind of weird. I am not going to block those. They got 2 forests, no island. Steal those ratty boys. And we found a land, and at this point I want to play Bounty Agent, I believe. And I'll eat a rat. Found another land. We got the white Boseiju. I'm just going to call them Boseiju lands because that's the only one that's good. We got the white one in our deck here. The channel lands. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. No. Alright, that's fine. I mean, it's not the end of the world. I can sacrifice it, recur it, and all that. It's not the end of the world. Alright, so here we're going to cast Lurrus. I'm surprised they frogified Bounty Agent and not Lurrus. They probably want to blow up Lurrus with, like, Ujin, but that is a little bit slow, I believe. At least it feels slow. We're going to eat Bounty Agent before we can't. It's 1 less damage, but I'm just going to do it now. Alright, so this is a 5/5. Going to be a 6/6. It also has reach. I guess I don't know. What do I do against that? Dusk? Dusk blows up my cards. I really don't want to get stonewalled by a single creature, but it seems as though that may be the case right now. They cannot play 2 lands a turn, just 1, sure. Blowing up Tatyova seems like a good idea. I cannot despark this. This is... I don't know. I don't know how the rules work. I can despark it. Okay, so I kind of have to. And then swing? Or play Bounty Agent. I think I'm going to play Bounty Agent before they're able to, like, effectively kill Lurrus. This has Menace, so it can attack. And we're probably going to eat Thraben Inspector, so let's do this. Yeah, and then I'll just eat Thraben Inspector. I mean, there's no reason to attack with it. I just clicking it to think about it. God's Willing was a not very good draw, actually, because their answer to my stuff is colorless. They might draw too many cards here. But spamming Bounty Agent is one of our few payoffs. Okay. Not sure what this means. Okay. So they have infinite mana now. Seems like a really easy Ujin. Other Nissa. I would have snapped off Ujin in a heartbeat. Would have not done this. This makes it a 5/5 till the end of turn. And the -3 is annoying. I basically have to bounty agent that. But it seems as though we're not going to be able to keep bounty agent around outside of Ujin minusing on it, which is kind of a problem. Oh, this is the 5/5. No, until the end of their turn, right? Till next turn, yeah. Fracture. Fracture was good. Fracture was good. Really good draw. Oh, bounty agent can't blow up planeswalkers? I'm actually stupid. That's my bad. For some reason I thought it could. I must be thinking of the new bounty, like, clue token bounty journal thing. Because it can find cards that answer it. For some reason I thought this could, though. Really? You have Snakeskin Veil, too? Oh my god. I am not catching a break. I'm just not catching a break here. Alright, I gotta blow up this before I blow anything else up. So they have infinite mana. There's not much I can do about it. I can blow up the board with Dawn, but I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think so. Bounty agent again? I think so. Sure. Probably a good idea. I can fly at Nissa for 3, eat my last rat. I can also just swing at it for 5, actually. They're not going to block with their card there. Their Reclaimer. They are going to. Really? Wow, this is a trade I am kind of surprised to see, honestly. Yeah. I guess I should have waited No. I think we always cast Bounty Agent regardless. I think we always just do that no matter what. Alright, well, they can get Uro now. But, again, with enough time, I think Bounty Agent can slowly pull ahead. They are a blue-green deck. They don't have a massive amount of answers to the stuff I'm doing. They did not cast Earl this turn. Wait, they still can, though. They still can. We're gonna block... Let's take that off. We're gonna block you. And then God's Willing on green. Right? What color is this? Oh, is it colorless? Am I dumb? Can I not? I think this is colorless. Land Elemental. It's hard to tell, but I'm 90% sure this is colorless. It doesn't matter too much. I can recast Lurrus, but obviously I shouldn't have blocked. But I'm pretty sure this does not work, which is my bad. I think I've done this before as well. I think I messed this up before, where I thought it worked and it didn't. Yeah. It does deny them the ability to cast Uro, so it's not the end of the world. Now they can't cast Uro. They don't have double green. Yeah. They have double blue. No, they don't even have double blue. Nissa doesn't double islands. But, yeah. Probably wasn't right to block there, honestly. So we can not kill anything. Do I wait for them to plus again, maybe, and I can Dusk after they cast Uro plus Nissa once more? That's not a terrible idea. It's not a terrible idea. So I can spend the turn just playing small creatures. Lurrus was going to die anyways to my stuff, though. To my Dusk, that is. Alright. Fly at Nissa. Sacrifice a creature. I guess it will be Eye Twitch to look for a land. We did find a land. What is not great right now? Adanto Vanguard. Hey, we got the book and the Faceless Haven. But they are a deck that has a ton of lands in it. And they seem to be colorless lands, so it's quite likely they find an answer to Faceless Haven. Actually, extremely likely. We never found a graveyard hate card either, so Uro is just going to be a thing. I can kill a bounty agent, which is kind of useless because I'm going to blow everything up. They do not have a land in hand, which is not good news. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They have 12 mana, basically. I can blow that not up. It is not legendary. Alright, bounty agent, you're not doing anything. Come on, buddy. Okay, so we basically have to Dusk. No choice. Sure. Yeah. It just protects their, Nissa. I wonder if they swing with a 2-2. If they swing with the 2-2, we can do some good stuff. They don't. Alright, so we're just taking it. So we Dusk. And then I have no clear avenue to kill. Well, I can kill one of their planeswalkers. I guess. Do I play an untapped land this turn? Not sure if it matters. We basically have to kill one of these, and I think the one I really should kill is Nissa. But it looks like we're not going to be able to do that because they have some kind of spell they're leaving up. And it makes a shark no matter what the spell is. But I don't think I can afford to play around that. It seems kind of impossible. I think this is over. Maybe if it's like an opt or something? I don't know. Alright, it looks like they didn't have an answer. That's quite nice. Any reason to play an untapped land right now? I suppose there actually is. We have the Clue token, which we can eat with Deadly Dispute. It's kind of just like... I think that's... Well, we can eat the Dusk Legion Zealot, probably. Makes sense as well. They can play lands out of their graveyard, which is pulling away from Uro, a little bit of anti-synergy. Kind of surprised to see Crucible of Worlds. It's a weird card. Opponent, what? Oh, they played a land first. Okay. Yeah, I think you'll be just fine. I think you'll live. We can kill Tatyova again. Probably will. Yeah, I'm just going to do it now. They have another protection spell? Okay. Wait, what is that? What? Oh, sure. Kind of weird to see so many protection spells. And then I eat my Legion Zealot? I can cast Dawn to pick up, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... 5 creatures out of my graveyard? Not terribly exciting creatures, though. But it does buy me some time, and it might distract our opponent. I don't know. Killing Tatyova seems like a good idea as well. But I think this is just the most important thing I can go for right now, so... Oh, they go to hand. They don't go into play. Oh my god, I am so stupid. Wow. Alright. Well, that's not good. Obviously. Let's see here. Does it matter what creature? This is a 2/3, so it blocks pretty effectively. I think this is what I have to do. Yeah, that was a terrible mistake. I really thought they went into play. That's my bad. Opponent is playing that card. I guess that's not surprising. Are we dead? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nope, we're not dead. We are not dead. Almost dead. Might as well be dead. We're discarding all the cards we just picked up, which is just really bad. There might have been an attempt to go for the Book of Exalted Deeds, but probably not, because Ujin. Actually, why am I still in this game? We had the 2 cards, though. We were getting close. Super close. It's that stupid Ujin. Maybe there was a turn where we could have went for it earlier? Maybe? Blocking with Lurrus, I don't think, ended up having any sort of impact in that game, though. Probably because Lurrus wasn't doing anything, again. This is not good. Oh, this is not good. This is not good. This is the infect creature deck? Or is it the black-green removal bounty hunter? No, this is the stupid infect one that just ends the game turn like 2 or whatever. I have both my mana colors. We have a reasonable blocker. Oh, of course they're on the play too, so... Let's see if they have a turn 1 infect creature. Looks like they don't. They missed a land. That is unbelievable. Alright, so we get a black source. Cannot believe they missed a land. Wait, they missed a creature as well? Is that what they did? Yeah, they... Okay. That's surprising. So, I play... Beetle? Or do I play... Sign in Blood? I think we can spam chump blockers, maybe. I'll take the first hit, because there's a chance they have, like, 1 toughness creatures that the Beetle can trade with, or completely deny an attack from. They're playing a non-death touch creature. I have no idea why you're running this. I don't get it. That's weird to me. Alright, so we have a good block here. I'm gonna Sign in Blood myself. Then we play Witch. Can't really attack. Rite of Oblivion is nice. We have the white source, so I can kill their commander. I guess we technically found a removal spell in Grim Tutor as well. We're quite far from Exalted Deeds. We don't really have any white mana at all. It is indestructible? Sure. I guess we're not going to block this turn. These are not good at all. The only one that's good is... No, these are all just bad. I'll just take this because if the game goes that long. I'll have it just as a resource. This is the most uninteresting commander in my opinion. It's so uninteresting. I just don't like it. But I guess it makes the game fast. Not much to think about. This is a sorcery. They did not cast anything else. I find that strange. I pretty much have to run this out, which means I'm not really doing anything else, right? Yeah. Oh, they have a combat trick. Wow, what a surprise. Let's see, we're not taking that. I think a spot removal spell is where I'm at currently. Then we run this out. And we pass. We demand yet another combat trick. Oh, look, they have one. What a surprise. So we have to play a blocker and kill one of their things. So we can run out Lurrus and Infernal Grasp. I guess their commander? No, we want Infernal Grasp things that are not their commander. Because then they can just recast their commander and we're kind of in a pickle, right? I could have like played a blocker out, but I kind of need to not do that. I literally have to block or I'm dead, so... Okay, sure. Okay, sure. Run out my commander again. Don't really have a choice. I can find a black card with mana value. Yeah, this is probably good. This is decent. I'm pretty sure this gets something that makes me not die. Feed the Swarm. Blood Chief's Thirst? I guess I'd rather draw Feed the Swarm later. So we'll just take the Thirst. Yeah. That probably makes sense. It also lets me cast a discard spell, if that is relevant. God Eternal... Wow. Okay, I guess we're happy we did that. They can recast their commander, but it doesn't exactly have haste. Questing Beast does have haste, and it has Death Touch, and it's extremely difficult for me to block. Okay. I cannot leave up Shelter. I can't really... I actually just have nothing to do except this, so... Gotta do what I gotta do. It was not a land that they have in hand last turn. So, I think we'll block in sack Selfless Savior? That's probably the best thing to do, yeah. Rune of Might gives it trample, but it's not enough trample. Yeah, it's not enough trample. But it does bounce off Lurrus if I sacrifice Savior. But I think I have to. I think I just have to do that. I don't really know what they could be thinking about here. I'm not going to respect anything. We're just going to go like this and Selfless Savior. If you have something, congratulations. I mean, it looks like they have something. They're screaming that they have something here. I don't think I can beat any pump spell, so it probably just makes sense to do this. Okay. So that kills us. Yep, that kills us. Cool. What an interesting commander I just played against. Gotta love it. If we had like one more removal spell, we were in a good spot. That seems like a beatable matchup. They did not actually have that much going on, which is surprising. They usually have like more than just one additional Death Touch creature. They only had one, and we still couldn't beat it. Close. Close. Super close. I think if we untap there, we stabilize. Alright. Green-white plays a bajillion creature deck. So, or creatures deck. I think I'm going to keep this. Oh my god, we're on the play? What? Alright, so tap land. Yeah, if we were on the play against that. Were we on the play? I'm not even sure. I don't think we were. Would have been really nice. We're going to turn to Humiliate, I think. Could have waited for Humiliate, actually. Could have waited. I don't really care for Heroic Intervention. This card's really annoying, so let's get that out of there. Yeah, I mean, they could tutor for something, but we're definitely going to deal with this. This is just runs over the game quite fast. I did not hit a land. Is it important to play a land right now? Alright, I'll go get a plains. I don't have to play this as my land. Although I probably will wind up doing that anyways. Excuse me. Doing that anyways. Play out the Initiate. Well, they'll have infinite mana real fast. It's kind of the gimmick. Okay. So run out Lurrus. Let's play this tapped. Run out Lurrus or run out double something else. I don't know if I want to attack their graveyard. I think maybe just playing Selfless Savior is better. I can always just do it next turn, though. Yeah, well, I guess we'll just play a Lantern. I don't think I need another blocker or attacker, really. It's just going to defend Lurrus more than anything anyways. Let's eat that. So they didn't want to keep Idyllic Tutor. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. Probably no Rest in Peace in their deck, if I had to guess. If they do go wide, there's a decent chance we can... So this is certainly a good Thalia deck. They don't really have anything that Thalia gets, like, clapped by. Hey, we have the combo. We actually have it. I think we can take time to just do this for now, though. Yeah, that's fine. There's no reason to cycle Lantern. This costs, what, 5? Yeah. We have triple... We don't have all the mana we need to activate this, though. But we're kind of close. And book costs 4 because of Thalia. Camaraderie. Gain life, draw X. Okay. This is another game where we wish we had more board wipes. I think we're going to do that. I think we're going to go more into sweepers, even heavier. We could try... I don't want to get too close to like a Kimball deck or whatever, because then you would just prefer to play Kimball, but if we can maybe slip in like an Approach the Second Sun or something. Gumming up the board is a decent strategy. We're just not doing it effective enough. Not really. Okay. I can block and kill this. I don't think they want to swing with the champion. I don't think I would. I also get the Burglar Rat back if they do that. This does find 2 planes. I can get 2 cards from that because we have 1 in play. And that's pretty important right now. We are dead to, like, a lot of things, like, whatchamacallit. I think it's reasonable to crack... Oh, I can't crack this. What's taxing this? What is taxing the activation of my lantern? Oh, Tithe Taker? Okay. Yeah, we're gonna go get a land. But it's also a white land, which is what we were really looking for, so that's nice. Dusk to Dawn doesn't do much against them, that's funny. They're pretty steep in their mana cost. Alright. Do I have an attack? Kind of. I suppose I sort of have an attack. But I don't see that as being terribly relevant. We're dead to, like, Craterhoof, I think. Yeah, 1, 2... Yeah, we're dead. You know, it does not take much to kill someone with Craterhoof. At all. Okay, so they basically Gavity Township... Oh, it gives flying? No, something else is giving flying. Okay, so am I dead on board? 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. No, I'm not dead. Okay. I'm dead next turn, though. We did not have time to ever go for the thing. We can't crack this still, because we only have 1 mana. Alright. I can't tutor for anything with or without Thalia. That's irrelevant. What's causing the flying, though? What is causing the flying? Each creature with a counter on it has flying. So if I had... No, I don't even have triple black, so I can't tutor for a removal spell to kill this. We are dead. Okay. Well, I mean, trying to gum up the board doesn't work if your opponent randomly generates 25 in flying. Alright, we're going to drop some trash and put in more sweepers. And I think there's a lot of trash in here. It seems as though protecting Lurrus isn't terribly exciting, nor is... Where are you? Oh, come on, where is it? Initiate seems like we're never actually attacking, so it seems useless. The 2 mana protection spells are quite steep in their cost, and the payoff doesn't seem terribly exciting, as Lurrus does not seem as relevant as he probably should be. Making a 5/5 is not super exciting. Man, if you had, was it Skirk Stag High Priest would be so cool in this deck. Oh, that'd be so cool. What else do we not really like? Skyclave Shade is exclusively kind of like an offensive card, so I don't think we're on an offensive game plan. It doesn't even seem like you can, even if you're like super into beating your opponent to death, it seems quite steep to do that. There's not enough good cards to like pull it off, I don't think. Maybe there are, I'm trying to think. If we dump our deck full of just random creatures, can we reliably kill people with them? Probably not, because there's just not enough small creatures like black-white creatures that are like... I guess we can filter rare... No, let's not filter by. There's just not enough. I'm not going to play something like Healer's Hawk. Hostile Marshal's alright, but you gotta like run out your creatures really aggressively. And you know me, I don't really care to play aggressive decks. I find them extremely boring. Hero of Precinct 1, there's not enough multicolored cards in here. Yeah, there's really not at all. There's like 5 or something. I don't think we gain enough life to run a Johnny's Pride Mate or its 20 clones. I thought about trying a Light Paws deck, or just Light Paws and having some auras in here, because you can basically enchant your Lurrus still. It's not like a bad thing. But you won't exactly have consistent access to Light Paws, so I don't think the aura thing would work too well. And then at that point, we might as well play the Ink Master as our commander, and not Lurrus. If we do that, you can actually play Lurrus as your companion, and play Inky Boy as your commander, because he is 2 or less. And then you can have Light Paws looming around in the deck. I thought about that, but again, you don't have consistent access to Light Paws, and Lurrus isn't really doing anything when you're simply just doing the ink thing, or Killian, where you're just putting auras on him, and who cares if you have Lurrus, because when your commander dies, you either instantly lose, or you just recast him for 4 mana, because Lurrus would cost 6 mana to put to hand and recast. It is value from the auras that you lost the first time Killian died, but at that point you're simply in a win more strategy, and you're not. It's just not. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's arguably free, maybe, but there's a chance there are auras or enchantments or anything that costs more than 2 that you want to run in Killian. So it's not necessarily free to run it. Something to consider, though, for you Killian fans. Just don't think it's particularly good. Yeah, looking at creatures that are like Lurrus compatible, I'm not feeling any of them really. Not really. At least not aggressive enough. I think there needs to be a wider range. Are you thinking you need to be more aggressive to do that? Yeah, we're just going to go for board wipes. Who needs creatures when you can blow them all up? Yeah, let's run some destroy sweepy boys here. Maybe settle the wreckage is good. Get our opponent good. Oh, I have to remove the mana restriction. Yeah, let's Wrath of God. Settle wreckage is an interesting one. But for now, we'll do that. What else does not seem great? Curse of Silence spamming with Lurrus is cool. But once they cast their commander, you have to deal with it. Otherwise, spamming Curse of Silence actually doesn't do anything. Because their commander will just sit and play for the entire game. And that's not good. It's not how you... it's not good. The Cauldron Familiar isn't very good either. I do like Witch's Oven, though. I do like Witch's Oven. But I don't think we're draining our opponent fast enough. Like, you start at, what, 25 in this format? It just doesn't seem like it's a good thing. Devastating Mastery is alright, right? It's alright. There's not really a lot of permanents we have in play outside of simply our own creatures, and we're kind of accepting that they're blowing up our own creatures, so we can try this. Maybe go up 1 planes, go down... a swamp. Maybe that's too steep. Maybe we don't want to do that. Simply for the Book of Exalted Deeds, I don't think that's worth it. I don't think that's worth it. Edgar... Does Edgar buy enough time where I'm not, like, sad that we played him? What's his name? Oh, love of God. I don't know his name. I thought it was Edgar. Oh, is it not filtered right? Oh, sorcery, right, excuse me. It is Edgar. Ha! Surprised I actually remembered that. Because he does survive sweepers, which is really nice. It's also just one of my favorite black-white cards, so... Vana is on my radar for a commander I want to play at some point. So, Crux of Fate? What is this deck, dude? What are we doing? Yeah, we're doing Crux of Fate. That's a good one. Alright, so now we have board wipes, so hopefully we don't just lose to creature decks and can still generate enough value with Lurrus to feel like it's a good thing to play Lurrus and not something else, while also striving to put a divine counter on a Faceless Haven. I don't really like the Solemnity 9 lives, like at all. There's too many random things that blow up one of the pieces, and then you're just kind of screwed. Ashiok, that is not typically a... Wait a minute. This is not the normal Ashiok. That's really weird. That's actually extremely good against us, because we're Lurrus to exile our graveyard. But, yeah, okay. They might be very soft to Edgar, but I have to resolve Edgar. That's a very interesting one. I don't think I've ever seen someone play this except myself. I doubt it's my list, though, but, you know, you never know. Never know. Is there a turn 1 play I feel good about and just not playing Temple? No, not really. Fracture is good. Fracture's good. I just have to resolve a 4-mana card against a blue-black control deck. And that, you know, it's not too hard. We can just do that. Just close your eyes and windmill slam it, you know, as one does. As one does. Alright, so we cast you. And I think I'm going to run out the zombie. If we can distract our opponent, I'm feeling good. Just, you know, playing things and whatnot. Not going to Witch's Cauldron that. This turns into a creature as well, so at least Ashiok isn't doing too much. But that also means Ashiok is probably not something they want to cast. Oh, wow, alright. We actually resolve Edgar. Oh, wait, no. Yes, this is a land. Yes, excuse me. Excuse me. Alright, so play this as a land, run out Edgar. In a blue-black deck, this could very well never leave play. I can also make a lot of food by just sacrificing it. But this is certainly a good one to have in this matchup. What do they have here? We can both draw 0. Okay, they choose. I don't think I've ever seen this card played. Milling your opponent is... oh, no. That's a big boy. That's a thick boy. We have an answer to it, though. We have an answer. And I will certainly snap off my answer. So swords this. Do we fracture anything? I'm not really scared of Folio of Fancies, like, at all. In fact, they probably never want to activate it. I think this is fine. Oh my god, we might win this game. Might be on the scoreboard. No, we've won one game before, so feeling good about our position though. I imagine there's a fair amount of board wipes, though there can't be all that many in blue-black. Okay, deck of many things. Sure. Not gonna eat anything. Is there anything in my graveyard I can recur with Lurrus? Not really. Is it worth it to still cast Lurrus? Maybe? Apply serious pressure with it. I think I will. Yeah, I think I'll just run it out. It's not like I can't recast it. And we also don't exactly have a ton of things to... We could have actually eaten this right now and then recast it off of Lurrus. It would have put it back in enchantment form and kind of dealt a little bit less damage, but I don't know. 5-mana Ashiok. Okay. What is that going to do? Nothing too scary, sure. Do we have to kill that? I think we do, unfortunately. It's one of the best cards with their commander, because they exile everything, and then they can ultimate and steal a fair amount of decent stuff from us. Do I have to swing all out into it to kill it? I basically do, yeah, that's unfortunate. But I don't want to go face, not kill them. They sweep the board, the Ashiok's sitting there. Okay, so they block there. We can keep that around forever with this. We also have spammable, indestructible nonsense currently. Okay. Sure, they got the midnight clock back. That's great. They exiled 2 Sign of Blood and a Priest, sure. Run this back out, pass the turn. We have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 in play. It's not enough to kill them. Aether Flux Reservoir? What? That is a steep one. That is a very steep one, I must admit. Okay, so we saw some for a lot here. I will look what their last card is. Knowing my luck, it would probably be some sort of combo payoff. So let's find out. Replicating Ring, not terribly relevant. Alright, so we're going to just eat this, and they're dead on my untap now because the Enchantment Saga trigger. Unless they have like some sort of mass bounce spell, which doesn't do all that much, to be honest. And I'll keep the food around. I don't think our life total is relevant. Okay, it looks like we're gonna pull it off here. They can recycle with Mind Stone and roll the deck of many things. But I don't think there's anything good on these rolls here. Yeah, that doesn't do anything. What else does this do? Creature card, graveyard, draw. Yeah, it just doesn't do anything. Alright, so this game. Aether Flux Reservoir. There has to be some weird looking combo that I'm not aware of. I just don't know what it is. They did permanently answer this enchantment because whatever they bounce gets exiled. It's the only card in my hand. Alright, we did it. Our opponent also was doing things. It wasn't like they weren't doing anything. They didn't have any counter spells. Nor did they have any spot removal. So kind of a strange keep against Lurrus, right? You see your opponent playing Lurrus and you kept a hand with no removal, and no sweeper, and no counter spells. You don't really have to look for graveyard hate because it's in your command zone. Kind of weird. Kind of weird, but we'll take it. It's cool to see someone playing that. You can mill them. There's a chance, honestly, there's actually quite a massive chance. What they're doing is milling themselves for something. We just don't know what it is. Because you pick up cards with the Book of Many Things or whatever. Certainly was something they were trying to do. Okay, so Illuna, I can Vanishing Verse Omniscience after a single spell. Oh, no, I can't, because they have a bunch of counter spells. They have a bunch of counter spells in hand when you resolve Omniscience, so probably not a reliable thing. Otherwise, my hand is decent. It's decent. Like, I don't want a lot of spot removal spells of any kind because they don't have any permanence. If it is a normal Illuna deck and not like... Or I shouldn't say a normal one. A one that is a bunch of nonsense with the combo or whatever. But unlike most people, I will never scoop to Omniscience. And I guess we'll keep this. We have a redraw. We have somewhat of light pressure. I don't know. Stitcher Supplier was decent. That's a decent draw. I'm already confused. I'm already very confused. This is interesting. I was not expecting that. I guess it is a non-permanent version of creatures, but I don't see the appeal of this. Is there another combo? A polymorph? Can they polymorph into something that's annoying? Okay. Yeah, well, I'm going to block. Opponent is now stumped. Oh, nope, they figured it out. That's another answer to Omniscience at some point. Sort of. So, Scry before I Stitcher Supplier? I feel like that doesn't make any sense. Pack Rat, Land, Dawn. Okay, Dawn ain't doing much. Do I leave up? No, we're not going to leave up Vanishing Verse, because again, I'm still on them not having really any permanence. This one does not have haste like the other one. That is a divination, and their opponent either did not draw land and did not feel like continuing the game, or felt like they couldn't win for some reason. I feel as though, given what we've been doing, they might... Yeah, there's a chance they just feel like they don't have time, and they think we're more aggressive than we actually are. Or they just want to move on because they didn't draw land, which, I mean, we'll take it. Alright, we've won 3 games so far. Nice. The games have been longer, but it's probably because our opponent doesn't, like, super kill us super fast. You know, like, we can somewhat defend ourselves, but we're slowly falling behind after a certain, like, corner has been turned and the game was over before it, like, started sometimes, too. Never scoop to omniscience. You seem to hit 3rd from the bottom. I wonder where you saw that. I wonder where that happened. Huh. I wonder where that happened. Do I have a clip to show you? Alright, 1, 2... this hand is weird. This is a weird hand. Nicol Bolas is not a weird commander, though, so we have our work cut out for us. Alright, so Lurrus will never exist in this game. I don't think we can beat this, actually. This is... Oh, well... Alright, I mean, if I untap with Lurrus... Sure. I can name their commander before it's played. That's a nice thing. Oh, that's a good draw, too. That's a good draw. Play this if tap land next turn is not great. Yeah, I think we can play a tap land and cast Duress here. You're running Ashiok? Are you serious? Okay, well. I don't want to deal with that one. Tail's End is kind of annoying, but not, like, terribly annoying. They don't have any black mana. Something to note there. But now that we know their hand, we know we can't just go for Lurrus. Did you draw a counterspell? You did draw a counterspell. Okay. It's pretty good. Let's eat you. Alright, so just don't top deck and untap Black Source, please. That would be really cool. We don't exactly have much going on. Cold Steel Heart. That enters tapped. But we don't have a way to cast Lurrus still. We're going to cycle this. Cast Lurrus and have it, like, live, I mean. This is actually a pretty good draw, because all 3 cards in their hand are very good. They pitched a card I would never in a million years pitch. Interesting. Devastating Mastery answers their commander. We can just pitch something that Lurrus recast at some point. I guess I'm gonna costly plunder my rat. Alright, well that's not good. This is not really doing anything given what we've seen, so I'll just run it out. This is a sacrifice, this is a stifle as well, so it's not like this is doing much. Ah. Not only does it put a clock on us, they can just minus X, like for 2, minus X for 1, like over and over, and I just sort of can never stick onto the board. Whatever. Moving on. But that's almost impossible to beat anyways, doesn't matter. Not drawing lands was kind of relevant there, though we were on like 3 lands, and that's kind of where you want to be. We just really wanted a 4th one to play Kaya's Guile, not Kaya's Guile, Kaya's Ghost Form to stick to Lurrus, but we just didn't find it. What is this? 4 mana 4/4. Hidetsugu. Ogre Demon. Black, sack a creature. Red, play exile the top card, play it. Okay, I mean that. Yeah, that's different. I have never seen that card in my life. Cool. We have a reasonable beatdown plan with his hand, but I don't think that's gonna come to fruition. But I will cast my cards as though it will anyways. Poke him for 1. Playing some regular historic here with these cards. Although I don't think Adanto Vanguards he's playing anymore. Not sure. Alright, so we get to cast Lurrus. I'm going to put this on black. Is there a reason not to cast Lurrus? No, there's not. If you do draw like 2 of your good early creatures, that's all you need. There's just not a ton of these in the format. Uh-huh. Alright, well, they stonewalled us. Is it non-creature? What is it? Just like anything? No, yep, they stonewalled us. What did they discard? Black Market and Dread Feast. Demon. Okay, that's different. We'll run this out pre-combat, I'd say. And do we swing all out? I think we do. Yes. That is not really the attack I would make, or blocks I would make, but yeah, alright. I mean, you can do that. Certainly a thing you can do here. We don't have another white source, so we're not exactly recasting that. We're going to run this out, though. Continue to apply pressure. They have to answer Lurrus immediately, or we just can keep it indestructible again. Oh, they have Scavenger Grounds. They can actually exile Soul Shatter. Alright, so that answers Lurrus. Sure. Okay, great. Back to nothing. Oh boy. Faceless Haven, sure. Yep. Yep. Okay, answer Lurrus again. Yep. Dreadhorde Invasion. Okay. Interesting. Gonna run out Selfless Savior. I think I'm fine with just recasting, or just doing nothing here, right? They just block Lurrus and I can just do this again. I think that's fine. I can't recast Savior, but it gets me 3 damage into play. Or 3 damage into their face, so. And I kind of want to find something that immediately kills their commander. I think that's a good idea. Infernal Grasp. Yeah, I think that's better than discarding a card. Force them to recast. Wait a minute. No, I couldn't have done that pre-combat. Could I have? Was I stupid? I could have... Wait a minute. I could have done that the other way. Yeah, I could have. Because there was 2 creatures in my graveyard at the start of my turn. Yeah, I missed 3 damage. I missed 3 damage, and I missed my Selfless Savior staying in play. That was a colossal mistake, actually. Wow. Whoops. What is this? Exile all non-land permanents? Yikes. So I put them to, what, 2 here? Does this give menace to the creature? It does. It's not enough, though. Yeah, it's not enough. Alright, just swing all out. It puts them to 2. I'll pay for this. We're not under any pressure. And then this drains them twice for 1, right? And unless they have a way to gain life, that's going to kill them. I'm going to name their commander with this. Though it's too late for that to matter. They can't exactly go for their commander. Oh god, so many cards. There you are. And then I can double up on my draw discard cards. because they have to do this. Oh, the fact that they have to do this means there was no reason to cast this, right? Don't think it matters, though. Yeah, we can sack one of these now. Oh, they're going to go to 1 and stay at 1 because this gets exiled. Right. I guess we can eat Lurrus, too, because it's going to die to this. No, let's not do that. That seems very close. So, that's untapped. Alright, so our best bet is to, like, surprise them with a... 1/1 off of the Castle Ardenvale? I guess? Is that what we're doing? This is probably slightly better. Oh, wait a minute. Did I just mess up again? Could I have killed him with Faceless Haven? Non-land permanents. Could have killed him with Faceless Haven, yeah. Whoops. They'd probably let me draw here. I think I would. I think you need as much mana as possible to do whatever you want to do. Okay. This doesn't find them anything that's relevant. The things that are relevant can't be black or green. Or black or red, right? Frozen Grip would be good here, but it's not enough. They can't flash back their... Well, they kept the card, though. It's currently the only castable card. Yeah, no, this is over. But I think I messed that turn up too. So I messed up 2 turns in a row there. The first one was I should have kept this in the graveyard, cast this pre-combat, found Infernal Grasp, killed their commander, hit them for an additional 3 damage because they'd have no blocker, and I guess by now they'd already be dead, but... And then the turn after that, I messed up because I cast Curse of Silence for no reason. It's going to get exiled, and I did not swing for lethal with this, which again isn't terribly relevant when they're at 1 and can't really do much. It's funny, they had Scavenger Grounds and they just could never use it, although our graveyard wasn't terribly relevant after the exile, the mass exile. This doesn't let me still swing, so it wouldn't like make my creature unblockable and be able to get through or whatever, but cool, we did it. Against a commander I have never seen before. I think that's about the widest range of things we can expect from this commander, so I think I'm going to stop there. Certainly... Oh, we got a pack. Certainly not good, but I think I've assessed that last time. There was just enough new cards. Since the last time I played it, I felt like it was worth trying again. Same with the fact that it just got banned. Look at that. Alright. He's gonna haunt me now. I'm gonna turn around, he's gonna be my pillowcase. The art's just gonna be on my wall. What the? T-shirt's gonna have him. I still like this version with a bunch of board wipes. I don't think we really got to see that, but if you don't like that, and for some reason you do like playing Lurrus, you have at least one very good sweeper in the Dawn to Dusk or whatever. The creature package, again, super weak. The darkness is coming. Yeah. The creature package is not terribly strong. You can, yeah, go super, like, black-white aggro and have an army of, like, these weird 1 and 2 mana creatures and try to, like, tickle your opponent to death and have some slight reoccurring creature nonsense with Lurrus, but I don't find that terribly exciting to do, and I don't, if you're trying to do that, I don't think this is how you would do it. I think there's better ways to pull that off. But Lurrus would maybe make for a decent aura commander, though the other ones cost 2 mana, and then you're already off to the races. This costs 3 mana, which is quite colossal of a difference. Like, giving your opponent a whole extra turn to deal with your, like, 1 creature before you start doing stuff with it, excuse me, is pretty good. Interestingly, the game where we had Pack Rat in play, if it wasn't for Kogla, would have kind of taken over the game. Quite substantially, too. Actually, if it wasn't for Kogla and Hostage Taker, which literally you can pick up Hostage Taker over and over, Would have really ran away with the game. This is a very, very threatening card. And it's nice that I can discard things that I can recur with Lurrus. Dental Vanguard is decent, I'd say. Though, given what we've decided to do, we might not even be on this anymore. I don't think there's enough interesting things to do with Lurrus. It just doesn't feel like it. Just doesn't feel like it. It does feel good that you can run 30 lands, though, right? Like, I never truly felt like I was, like, very mana screwed, because we can cast cards with 3 lands in play, or even just 2 lands. We cast, what, like, over half our deck with just 2 lands, and that's totally fine. Especially when, like, we have sweepers, right? We can, like, slowly get to these, and really only need, like, 1, probably, to turn it around. I don't know. Yeah, not much to say about it. I would ill-advise trying Lurrus as your commander, though. And Lurrus, the fact that Lurrus is still unbanned in Historic, like, I argue Historic is now a more powerful format than Modern, because you can play him as your companion still in regular Historic, and I am quite confident to say he's probably still a lot of the meta. I don't know. It's been a while. But the next time I play best of 3, I'll probably play Lurrus. I don't know. Maybe. No Bobble or Ragavan. That's true. That's true. But still, the answers are just different. Wait, he was banned in Pioneer, which is interesting, because Pioneer is actually a very similar meta to Historic. If you just look at the decks played. Or at least it was a couple months ago. I don't know if Kamigawa changed anything. But definitely was different there. But anyways, I'm going to stop ranting. I didn't go 2.5 hours, but I think I did pretty much everything Lurrus can do in the games that we played. I don't see us doing anything other than waiting to finally put the Divine counter on our Faceless Haven. But there's still a chance that doesn't work, and there's a chance we never actually get to do it. Knowing me, it's a chance we never get to do it. We did lose a couple unfavorable matchups, but yeah, he gets better with every set, and Historic is... We'll see. Guess he's just not there yet for the Wizards to ban him. I just thought he would be. But anyways, I'm going to call it there. Thanks for watching, guys. Like, comment, and subscribe 4 times, if you will. Make burner accounts. And I will see you guys next time.